All right, everybody. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Shout out to our guy Mike. Good looking out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody's excited. 1-on-1 Christy Martin, please. What? Frank, go to sleep. Don't you got nothing else better to do? Shouldn't you be? You know, I ain't finna put your business out there like that. Emiliano Vargas. Let me see. No problem, Jeremy. Say you got Grant Flores. That's fire. Kind of felt like that was. Yeah. All right, well. I'll let them handle that. What's up, Carlton? Chester. Yeah, what do we think about that fight? What are our thoughts on that fight? Oh, man. But that's all. All right. Canelo been picking his boxers for God to buy. I don't know about all that, y'all. We not finna just throw. I'm not gonna throw smut on Melo's name or Nelo's name like that, are we? But in the GOAT Convo, you gotta go down to some ATG lists. Just having an interesting little conversation with Shipper Jones earlier. Do we got Bud over Floyd at this point? I'll look at Carlton right on cue. Right on cue. And then also, does Bud continue after this? I know what I think. Canelo was swinging like Clever Land is crazy. I know what I think Bud should do next. But I'd like to hear from the people. What's next for our guy? Now that we're cemented in history the way we are. Bud should fight Boots, and I see that. As much as I love that fight, because Boots is my guy, and it might have gained a little bit of steam since Boots was in Canelo's camp. I don't think that's a good fight for him. Efe Ajagba, 30 out of 150 on the auto. You think so? Floyd brought in more cash. We're all taking on challenges and winning, and Bud may be past Floyd slightly. Now, we were thinking about it. There's George Ortiz and Jose Ramirez on these stablemates. Does Bud have the catalog that Floyd does? Because that's the conversation we're having. Robesi Ramirez, me and St. John, 41 out of 50 on a gold. We look at Pretty Boy and Money May, and we look at that catalog. Does Bud stack up? Because Bud has who on the resume? He's got Nello now, Spence before, and Spence is good for like if you're a fight fan. But he doesn't have the names. I don't think he has the names Floyd does. And I think that plays a part in this conversation. Fight Canelo again. Now here's the thing. I don't know if we get that fight. I don't know if we get that fight in a rematch. And I say that because it took Turki Al-Ashish to set it up to begin with. He put his own pockets down. He wasn't really looking to get the money back for it. He didn't care about it. He just wanted to see the fight, and he got that fight. I don't think he's spinning to run that back. And if they weren't getting the price tag for it before, then they're not gonna get it now. 148 out of 225. Robson Conceição. There's Eric Priest and Darius Fulgham. And there's the conversation we need to have, Jeremy. Who are these names? Giovanni Santillon. And it's not a discredit to Bud. I mean, you can only fight who decides to sign the documentation and stand across from you in the ring. So it's not on him. But that catalog ain't Floyd level catalog. And we're not talking about an unskilled fighter when we talk about Floyd. Nah, I think personally Bud should just go ahead and hang it up. I think Bud had his Jordan Game 6, his Tom Brady Tampa Bay Bucks Super Bowl moment right now. We can go ahead and put the gloves on the rack at this point. We don't need to do this anymore. You can walk away right now on top of the world. Floyd Schofield on the auto. I don't think he needs to do anything else. I mean, that's not Bud's wiring, so he's probably going to take another fight. Williams Zepeda, 94 out of 150. But I don't think there's anything beneficial in the Boots fight for him. Ring general to Tommy Hearns. He'll have to cut the weight to drop down. Boots can probably match him in terms of athleticism and speed. I don't know if he has that advantage, and not sure if he has necessarily a power advantage in that situation either. So I don't know what benefit there is for Bud to take that fight. It benefits Boots across the board. I think he can still. Money definitely does talk. I don't know who's paying that tag, but money definitely does talk. It would be a nice fight. I'd love to see that fight. I just don't think it benefits Bud at all. Like, there's no upside for him in that one outside of just bragging rights. 62 out of 125, Charles Conwell. And Bud, legacy-wise, at the moment, don't need bragging rights. He's got all the bragging rights. You can't say nothing to that man at this point. I don't want to see him and Benavidez. I think that's a stupid fight, too. Bud is in general. Brooks isn't in comparison. I don't think he's outright. I think he can beat Boots. I'm not saying he can't beat him because, I mean, he's got that. He's got that experience on the side. He just knows how to box. I'm just saying Boots is severely, just really, really dangerous for Bud right now. Especially at, Bud is 38 next week. Or 38 soonish by the time they set that fight up. Teofimo Shakur is going to be a nice fight. I think Shakur kind of does work in that one. Just too defensively sound, too good with range. I think he might pick him apart. We'll see though. Tyson Fury. Senicia Estrada, 142 out of 225. Zelfa Barrett. Conceição, Estrada. Caleb Smith. On refractor. Ring journal was a Tyson. Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. Bud is smart. His footwork is great. Like I said, he's got a lot. I don't think he is washed. I just think it's a dangerous fight. It's a dangerous fight for having nothing to really gain from it. But the possibility of having everything, not everything you built, but it starts to look away. Like, it kind of removes you from those combos if Boots goes ahead and gets that dub over you. Angel Fierro on the auto. This is like the only card he has in the set. First time we pulled it. Congratulations, that spot. Somebody picks it up every time. Never hits. Finally did this time. Shout out to you. Floyd Schofield again, 98 out of 99. Spence, Hearns, Esparza. Moving on. Canelo's on a 5-fight, $400 million contract anyway. He can still fight. He's got fights he can still put together. Benavidez fight is still on the table. There's some other stuff that Canelo could get involved with and still do. I just think for Bud's sake, I don't know if he necessarily needs to do any other fights. You figure Boots, my guy mentioned that he might drop down to 160 and wipe out that division and get another, try to add another belt. But there's some killers there, some unknown killers there that he be shedding light on. So he's not going to see the type of payday he got from Nello. And again, I'm talking about more danger. Boots obviously is one. I've heard Charlo's name mentioned. Obviously Benavidez is on the table. We shouldn't do that though. 4 out of 25. Josh Warrington. Kalen Walsh had a good showing. Alexis Rocha, 14 out of 75. Gilberto Ramirez and Scrappy Ramirez on the stablemates. Xander Zayas. There's Ammo Williams. Polanco. Diego Pacheco. Don't want to see Bud versus Bivol or Bivol versus Obatai. What up, Parkway? Who you got in the break tonight? Did you get your guy Virgil? Pick a bird. I was actually curious about a Virgil and Bud fight at one point. Another orange. Nice little throwback. 25 out of 25. Lee Wood on the auto. Yankee Rivera. Floyd Schofield again, 105 out of 150. So far, he is bullying the break right now. Dalton Smith, Manuel Flores. Hopefully, we can get a repeat night for you. Get another night like that other Virgil night. Virgil kind of smoked the break not too long ago. Crawford the man now. He kind of low-key been that for a while, but yes, we have confirmation. We have confirmation now. All right, round 3. First cards, who do you have in that fight? It's T.O. and Shakur. Callum Smith on the auto. Raymond Muratalla and Javier Martinez. Mauricio Lara. Ellie Scottney, 38 out of 225. Now we're ready on the refractor. Shea Mosley Jr. Moving on. You got T.O.? Really? You think he's too strong for Shakur or what? His ex is alright, so that alright. I thought we had like a non-biased His ex is related to me. So, how does that give me the edge of the fight? That's funny. He used to be a part of the family. I gotta go for Tio. Brian Norman Jr. That's a nice one. 99 out of 150. Very nice. A championship card here. It's a good hit for the Norman spot. Mia St. John. There's Pretty Boy Floyd. Sonny Edwards, followed by Johnny Sugarcane Ganas, 116 out of 125. David Benavidez. There's Boots, Ring General, Tyson Fury. That you, Jeremy? Fire it up. Fire it up. Hurtala, 44 out of 150. Luis Alberto Lopez, Virgil on the Ring Generals. Mike Tyson, Schofield, Ray Ford, Jake Paul. Top 10 favorite fighters right now. Yeah, I think after they did what was it? What was the first live joint they had? Was it the Thanksgiving game? It was some event they had. They had an issue and they just kind of tightened it up after that. Obviously, running Raw every week on Mondays certainly helps. Ryan Garcia. Floyd Schofield again, 38 out of 75. It is a Floyd Schofield break thus far. MVP of the break right now. It's Ugas, Zepeda, Tyson Fury. That guy Bam. It's fighting Haney in November. What's everybody's thoughts on Devin Haney? You don't like Haney's style? What's everybody's thoughts on Haney? Overrated, properly rated, underrated? Do we still believe? Round 4. Can't take him seriously anymore. He's a hugger. Overrated, says Carlton. No shot at a bounce back at all, huh? Keyshawn Davis. 141 out of 150. Rohan Polanco. Bruce Carrington on the refractor. Tala, Eric Priest, and Darius Fulgham. So, one apiece. Lima beat him. What about Garcia? What do you think about him? Right guy. I remember there was talk. There was like a moment in time where Garcia, Stevenson, Davis, Loma, and Haney were in these combos. 31 out of 50 on the auto of Tiger Johnson. There we go. Delonte Tiger Johnson on the gold auto. Very nice. Starting to rack up some Delonte Johnson hits lately. Ugas, 21 out of 150, Raymond Muratala. Roger Ortiz and Jose Ramirez. One piece there. Not a fan of Ryan. Garcia off drugs. He's a great fighter. He's pretty smooth on. He's pretty smooth on roids. It's crazy. He could be so much more. You really want to see Tio and Haney? Who would you have in that fight, Parkway? At the time that you wanted to see it, who was your pick? I think it's gonna be a good fight too. I just remember they had all those guys bunched up in like one conversation. A nice little round robin tournament would have been fire. They need to do that in boxing in one of these weight classes. Yordenis Ugas. Benavidez, Boots. Need to have a nice little round robin tournament everybody signs up for. And we start settling things. Really wish Loma didn't retire. It's about time. It's about time. It's about time. That Loma run is pretty crazy though. Oh yeah. We definitely got to pay respect for that. R.I.P. to Ricky Hatton. Justice Hooney on the auto. Iron Mike Tyson on a refractor. Brandon Figueroa, 24 out of 125. Yes, St. John. Pretty Boy Floyd. Followed by another Floyd. Yeah, that Loma run was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I still think, King of the Race style tournament would be fire. I still think that had Loma kicked it in a little bit earlier, he beats Tio. It looked like he was starting to figure that out. Round 5. And Jeremy racking them up, huh? This must be your spot. Hey, Robin's on the Haney fight. I mean, you understand the business of boxing, you get why that went the way it did. Darius Fulgham. Floyd Schofield, yet again, 51 out of 75. It is a Schofield case. Dimitri Bivol and Shakram Giasov. If Loma didn't retire, I want to see him in Shakur. I wanted to see him in Shakur. Josh Taylor. Just for, like, the beauty of the sport, right? Just for the beauty of the sport. The type of footwork in there, the feints, the traps, who would break down who first, would Shakur allow Loma in his space to fight in tight like Loma likes to? Like, I would it would just be super intriguing. Super intriguing. If you like all the technical stuff, the scientific stuff of the game, footwork, foot placement, where to meet somebody at in order to land that shot. Oscar Collazo, there's a gold 7 out of 50. Yanquiel Rivera. Like all the things that Bud put into play on Saturday. I think that fight would have been great for that. Muratalla and Martinez. Virgil Ortiz. Chavez. Lee Wood on the auto. Second one of those. Yeah, I mean, on some level, I think T.O. got a little overconfident after the Loma dub. Yeah, same way, Jordan. Same way. I think that's why I'm such a fan of Moses Atuma. Outside of the power and ability to just put mofos to sleep, but that type of footwork at that size is insane. Oscar Duarte, 53 out of 150. He got great hands, patient with his finishes, good jab, good body work, good feints, great footwork, stays out of range. Like, there's a lot of stuff to love about Atuma. And at 20, that's crazy. But yeah, he's one of my favorite fighters to watch right now. Loma, during his run, was one of my favorite fighters to watch. But obviously, I was a big fan of Sweet Pea back in the day. I like Winky Wright a lot back in the day. Gotta watch more Andre Ward, actually. Eduardo Nunez, 17 out of 150 on the auto. Sugar Ray Leonard. Sonny Edwards, 77 out of 225. This is actually one of the things I like about Boots a lot, because, I mean, the athleticism and the power and the flash is the stuff that people obviously gravitate to. I think he does a really good job with his footwork and getting out of range. I think he got a little lazy on some of the stuff in his recent fights because he's trying to sell himself for future fights. You know, I got to show some perceived weaknesses. I got to show some things that I might need to work on in order to get people to actually sign these contracts. Because I think that's what, Boots is from Philly. I think that was an issue that Roy ran into, Prime Roy. I think that's an issue he ran into, was he was so far ahead of everybody else. And what he was able to do with his speed, his reflexes, and his power, that, you know, I'm just not signing a contract. I'm not signing a contract that this man put me to sleep when I don't want to go to sleep in front of a live audience. I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to sign a contract for the possibility of this happening without my say-so, because I volunteered for it. Nobody wants to do that. So you got to show some level of weakness. You got to show something that can be exposed in your game, some kind of hole or something, just to get people to kind of to lure people in to take these fights. There we go. 49 to 120. Bam Rodriguez on the Future Stars auto. I think that's kind of how people started to think that Spitz actually had a shot against Boots, which I never really believed in. But, you know, I had to see some sort of perceived weakness in the men's game in order for me to think that I got a shot. Now, I'll sign this contract and take this fight. I think Boots got a little lazy with some of his defense stuff. But when he's on, very, very difficult to hit. 24 out of 50. Josh Warrington on the gold. Tuma versus Usyk. I think Moses might be ready. I think that there is something, by the way, of, I call it the light switch, when you get to a certain age, where on Tuesday, all your reflexes is there. On Saturday, you may be a second or a half second slower than you were, just because Hey, I woke up today, and that'll cost you in the fight game. And I think Moses and Usyk being so similar in terms of style, like Usyk has a ton of volume that he'll throw at him. So it'll be interesting to see how Moses deals with that. But he might be ready. 16 out of 50. Virgil Ortiz on the gold. It's a nice one. I think Atuma's ready, honestly. I think he's going to be quicker. Usyk will have to... The things that he normally wins with, volume and just a speed advantage, isn't something he's going to have. He might be able to overwhelm Moses a little bit if he can drag him into deep water, since we haven't seen Moses go there yet. But outside of that, I don't see physically where Usyk has the advantage over Moses. And Moses just looks ready. He's composed. He doesn't make a ton of mistakes. He's out of trouble quickly. Fast hands. Apparently, Claire's what we see. Has power in either hand, going forward, going backwards. And he finishes really, really strong when he gets you hurt. Hector Valdez, 26 out of 50 on the auto. Oscar. Barboza. David Benavidez, 26 out of 225. But I mean, that's just my opinion after seeing it too much a few times. The kid looks ready to me. I mean, if it's not now, at some point he beats him. I just think that he has a good shot at beating him now, like before the year's out, if they set that fight up. What's your thoughts, Jeremy? What do you think? Who do you think wins that fight if he gets that shot right now? Mauricio Lara. Marlene Esparza, 114 out of 125. Navarrete. Santillan. I think Usyk. Okay. Not mad at that. Round 7. I think if he does take that fight now, now's the time to do it though. Sooner rather than later. Because Atuma's 20 and he's only going to get better. So now would be the time to take that fight if you're Usyk. Go on and get it out of the way before you're much older and this kid's much better. Especially since we haven't seen him in trouble yet. And if Usyk can provide that trouble, we get some questions answered. Gilberto Ramirez. And this one will be out of 20. 14 out of 20 on the Giasov. Shakram Giasov. You don't think you risk it? I mean, there's nothing else for him. Like, that's the one. That's the fight that's available. I don't know who else he'd get near with. Pam Rodriguez. Now, if he decides to just ride off into the sunset and we don't get that fight, then so be it. I wouldn't be mad at that either. I don't think he'd be wrong for doing it. But if he still wants to throw hands professionally, he's going to have to see a team at some point. And it's probably better to see him now before he adds a bit more experience to whatever he's already doing. I think his managerial team said he's got one more fight that he wants to do, and then now we start naming names before the year's out. 3 out of 50 on the gold. Lee Wood. So he is low key having a fantastic break. 3 autos. 1 base, 1 gold, and 1 to 25 on the throwback. Lee Wood killing it right now. Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns. So be it, so be it. It's one of my favorite songs off that album, by the way. Israel Madrimov, 81 out of 125. That FICO is fire. Andrew Ruiz and the Bronze Bomber. Man, y'all get the fuck. For a Tuma? Not for Usyk. For a Tuma, maybe. I think he mops the floor with both of them, though. Wilder especially. Malice might have verse of the year on that FICO track. Polanco, Bevel, Sonny Edwards, 72 out of 150. Bam on Smash Hits. Collazo, Catterall, Raymond Muratalla, and Javier Martinez. Second one of those, so it'll be spot a piece for that card. There's not a ton of spots in the set tour, so you're gonna see repeats. Nice, very nice. What you plan on doing with that, Chester? You got some sets you need to run. You got some parties you trying to get popping. What you doing? What you doing with that? That's fire. Whatever that is, it's gonna be gold. I think that might be one of our championship auto cards. Oscar Valdez, Tiger Johnson, Jose Ramirez, Sky Nicholson, 199 out of 225. There you go. I mean, they've been consistent for a long time. Ring Generals, Joel Ariarte. Push held it down for a minute. Push was, boy, he had a nasty run. Still relevant, still rocking. My man Fitty dropping bars like that. It's crazy. Alright. Oh, we also smoked that verse on the JID track too. My goodness. Alright. Who's our gold? 21 out of 50. Nice little gold game. Woo! Estrada on the championship. Auto gold. Very nice. That's fire. I know it's a pretty popular spot around here. Shout out to the Estrada spot. Round 8. Alright, Chester. As good a reason as any. As good a reason as any. Alright, let's see if we can get something in the 10 to 5 to 1 range before you're done with this particular fight. Very fire shot card. Ring Generals Gold, Sugar Ray Leonard, 23 out of 50. Underrated. David Benavidez, 136 out of 150. Ray Leonard don't go on those ATG talks the way you should. Just saying. Oscar Ray Leonard again. My pasta tells me all day till he blew in the face. Sugar Ray would have gave Roy Fitz. I said, what? Prime Roy? What? It's like I'm telling you. Sugar Ray Leonard would have gave Roy fits back in the day. Oh, the real game mixtapes is fire. Sandman. Used to love Sandman. Would smoke those tapes, bro. And Ad Live was just dope. Yeah, one of the sickest flows you gonna hear. Another orange. This one is an auto. Hiding behind Ryan Garcia. We'll hold off on that. Charles Conwell. De La Hoya on a refractor. Butterbean, 121 out of 225. We got it for cheap. All right. 23 out of 25. There we go. Jesse Bam Rodriguez on the auto. Very nice Bam hit. Very nice Bam hit right there. So a couple of Bam autos tonight. Shout out to the Bam Rodriguez spot. Yusuf Cancial, 45 out of 75. Roy Jones on the Ring Generals. Bam Rodriguez refractor. Conwell. Yeah, man. Ab low key kind of outshine a few folks on some of them tracks, man. I don't know. God damn, he's kind of crazy. Andy Cruz on the auto. Very nice. It's a new day. Scrappy Ramirez. Earl Spence, 26 out of 50. You about to put one of them albums on right now, I promise you. Round 9. If you're not already listening to it, you're going to put one on before this is over. I already know. I think you're really coming back. Man, could have got some gummies from you then. June video talking about that. Yeah. For sure. Oh, there it is. It's one of them nights. We got a 1-on-1.
Nice. Oh.
Look at you bringing in the good luck, Frank.
Christy Martin 101.
It's not a Christy Martin 1-on-1, Frank. I don't know. It might be. Who knows? Raul Curiel, Eduardo Nunez, 153 out of 225. Tyson Fury on the Ring Generals. Oscar Duarte, Estrada. Sports cards. That might be your Emiliano. Wouldn't that be fire? Virgil 101 would be crazy. We're gonna set that there. We're gonna set that there. Yo, Cabrera. Yeah, throw your names out. Throw your names out of who we want this 101 to be. We got Christy Martin, Emiliano, a Virgil 101, Cabrera 101. Throw your names out. Send it up to the CGs. Let them know, loud and proud, who you want that 101 to be. There's Estrada, followed by Mauricio Lara, 96 out of 225. Jordan Gill on the Ring Generals. And I thought we had a redemption. We do not. I thought I saw a redemption challenge. Schofield 101, given everything else he's gotten tonight, would be crazy. Tiger 101, Robson, Overtie. Jeremy's going to have an accident on himself, and it is. Our guy Jai. Chester wants it to be Delgado. I'm sending all these requests up. CGs are lurking tonight. Let's see. We're going to find out who's gained favor. Carlson said, any of my names, whoever it is. We got another Future Stars auto, Raymond Ford. Mentioned earlier on, 109 out of 120 on the Ford Future Stars auto. Floyd Mayweather. If it's one of our big names on the 101, that'd be crazy. If it's this guy, if it's my guy Boots, I'd lose it. Mike Tyson, 26 out of 150. There's Grant Flores and Manuel Flores. It won't be a Grant Flores 101 auto because we did that already. So it won't be him. So we'll take him off the docket. Ellie Scottney, Floyd Schofield, Virgil Ortiz. It also won't be a Keyshawn Davis 101 because we did that already. So we'll take that off the docket as well. Mike Tyson is the GOAT. So 97 Mike Tyson 101. You think it's Spence? Woo, it's a name. That's a name. Grant is mine. Yeah, that's true, Jeremy. It's a big hit for you. Grant Flores 101. You had a good break. He had that 101. I think he had either a 150 auto or a base auto. And you won the random. Ring Generals to 25. We'll save that one as well. Lennox Lewis, 92 out of 125. Nico Walsh. I hope this got to be a quality 101. Future Stars are Raymond Ford on the base at that time. Shane Mosley, the remix. Not quite as good as the first. It's Cabrera. Alright, y'all. Let's find out who our number to 25 is. Josh Taylor is the ring general. Parkway says Josh Taylor is the ring general here to 25.
We got a huge Pokemon collection.
Wow. How did you know that? That's crazy, Parkway. All right, Parkway, who's the 101? Because that don't make no damn sense that you just did that. 4 out of 25, Josh Taylor on the ring general. Hey, Parkway, who's the 101? Because this is some witchcraft here. I'm uncomfortable. I am very uncomfortable. Who's the 101? That's crazy. My man just says Josh Taylor, man. What are you talking about? That's crazy.
We were doing player auctions before here.
All right, man. Let's see. See what this border looks like here. There's our 101, as you can clearly see. It's legit.
But I'm thinking about doing wheel spins on them.
All right, everybody. Here we go. Uno de uno.
Oh, but the boxes?
All right. Well, it's got hair. They have hair. It does not look like ethnic hair. Let's see.
I can ask if we have any loose boxes, but might be a while.
Calum Walsh 101 auto. Look at the timing on that one. Fresh off the win Saturday. That's fantastic timing. Fantastic
I'm
timing on
trying to
that
get some
one.
on here for sure.
Wait, was the Walsh or was the Smith that won Saturday?
Well, it's to break it, you know?
Either way, fire. That's dope. That's dope. Nobody cares. The chat's quiet. The chat's absolutely quiet. That wasn't a name mentioned anywhere in the chat. They don't care. And that was Smith Saturday. We got an auto age earlier. The haircut. I'm saying, man, you know, you start. It's like the game of Guess Who. You start narrowing it down. You're like, you know, do they have braids? No. All right, well, let's get rid of these 37 people. Oh, Walsh was Saturday. Okay. All right, cool. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. He didn't just beat Vargas, Drew. He beat the dog. He beat the brakes off of Vargas. I thought Vargas kind of waited on that knockdown, and he kind of sat on possibly doing that again. Luis Alberto Lopez, 63 out of 75. Virgil Ortiz and Jose Ramirez. Who is that? You, Chester? Or is that one of Carlton's 50 boxers that he has in his break? Navarrete, Lennox Lewis, Andy Cruz, Joe Smith Jr. That's fire, though. That's great timing on that one. 1-1 auto. Fresh off the performance Saturday on the co-main. Somebody's O had to go. He said it's not going to be me. Go ahead and take Nando's from him. Kieran Conway on the auto. Gilberto Ramirez and Scrappy Ramirez. I think we got the stablemates pretty even. I might not have to do no extra work. Charles Conwell, 4 out of 125. Jake Paul be a nice one and want to sell it. For sure. We pulled a 10 of Jake Paul a couple of breaks ago. I'm pretty sure that will hit the market immediately. As it probably should. Shout out to Tank Davis, by the way.
Actually not a bad fighter, but you know how it is.
Tank is not long for this boxing world. And cash in on his payday and get the hell on. That's the plan. If your name is Gervonta Tank Davis. Alright, what we got? Let's see what else we got. We got another orange coming up. We'll save it. Jorge Chavez, 47 out of 225. It's Pretty Boy Floyd.
I had to run errands, so I got off. I was already on since like 2 p.m. Pacific time.
Manuel Flores. Gilberto Ramirez.
Go to the laundry, man.
Yeah, it's on. About to go to the park and do some pull-ups on the monkey bars. With some re-up game. Some re-up game blaring in the mixtape or blaring in the headphones.
Yeah, probably not a break night, but definitely
Lost all your re-up money. It's crazy. Shane Mosley. Diego Pacheco, 15 out of 25. Pacheco usually has at least one hit in our breaks.
All right,
for whatever reason.
Valentina Shevchenko.
Daniel Garcia, 35 out of 50 on a gold auto.
She's one of the better non-chasers, for sure.
Butterbean. George Camboso Jr., 82 out of 99.
Get some heat right here.
Round 11 coming up.
Holly Holm. Both have autos. Risa on Holly Holm is not crazy, but she is a notable name. It's a fun collection. I would have gone Holly Holm also. And she had one of the most iconic moments being Ronda Rousey. When Ronda Rousey was on top of her.
Got the MMA period.
Yeah, for sure.
Yet to see any low number Kambosos ever. So we about do. We about do then. Next break. Low Kambosos. Wild Irish Rose in the card after this. Fam, to go from pull-ups to drunk on the corner, it's a wild evening, sir.
I don't know how that
It's a wild evening. If you still got the energy, you didn't do enough pull-ups. Erica Cruz, 219 out of 225. Throw some muscle ups in there. If that's how you feeling. Get all that excess energy out. Benavidez.
Put the neighbors up, you know?
Goes hand in hand. Another orange. Auto. We'll save it. I'm still trying to figure out how my man gets that Josh Taylor though. We need to have a discussion about that. 37 out of 50. That is Rye Guy. Ryan Garcia on the gold. See? You can tell by the haircut. Mike Tyson. Mixing pre-workout with, that's crazy. You're a different breed, sir. That's a type of cloth I want to know no parts of that fabric.
People like both Chris Weidman and Anderson Silva.
And that's it. Put some pre-workout and Wild Irish Rose. Hit the pull-ups.
You do. Well, there you go. I made your.
It's like bath salts. 16 out of 25. Craig Richards on the auto. Must be one of those auto-only spots. Gots to be.
Marcus McGee coming off a loss. Kazama also coming off a loss. Both rookies here, though.
No losing 3 years plus. Shout out to you. Oscar Duarte, followed by Oscar De La Hoya, 51 out of 125. Did Floyd really win that fight?
Let's get a chaser here.
Let's hear it from the people. Sugar Ray, Tommy Hearns.
Neil Magny was good in his last fight. He had so many losses.
Bruce Carrington, Esparza.
Yeah. Man, I think he goes with 11 for sure. Neil Magny was very tired.
6 next De La Hoya is crazy.
Kamara doesn't have any autos, but he does have all those
Daniel Garcia.
cards. But
Daniel Garcia again, 79 out of 150.
he don't 101.
Bivol and Madrimal.
We're looking for a 101. We're looking for an Elias Taporia. It's been a while.
Ugas, LeBron,
Now you have
Priest, and Fulgham again on the stablemate. I'm gonna look through the stablemates to see if I got an easy night tonight. Sonny Edwards on the auto.
the other rooms are.
There's Rye Guy again.
Oh, yeah.
anything with alcohol, it's like bad for you.
7. Come on. I don't even know if Chase Young was 7
You got that information.
Oh.
Got that information through your run.
Zell Huber was a hot
Somebody put you up. Somebody put you up on game.
And the Wonder Boys, Wonder Man. Yes, and like the
Let me
commercial.
see. I might. Nah. Damn it, Bibble. Alright, round 12. Thought I'd be able to avoid the randoms. Bibble's got me up 2 separate cards. No 4.5.
Well, so it's down to like 80 spots though, and I'll be back on the go.
Norm McDonald did real that one. Thanks, man. The only thing with alcohol is it's like bad for you, man. Norm's a legend.
John Jones 101. Next sold for 10K. Alright, so
Emma Williams on the gold. Jack Catterall, 43 out of 50.
Description says the GOAT.
Jake Paul on the refractor. Brian Norman Jr. Miguel Cabrera. Bam. Richard Torres Jr. on the Ring Journals. Always one of those. Santalan. Giovanni Santalan on the auto. Brandon Figueroa. Bam Rodriguez, 4 out of 125. Jesse's had a good break. Chappelle shares stories in general, though. Chappelle's a legend with that. Great storyteller. Mayor Ryan Garcia, little Rye guy here, 86 out of 150. Foster, Ramirez, Bivol, and Madrimov. I'm pretty sure that's going to make me not have to use any randoms tonight, and I would be ecstatic. I'm going to check one more time. 7 or 8 hits, 3 autos. That's fire. Ah! The damn Flores's. So I got to do my random anyway. Thanks a lot, Flores's. Big time dumpage in this break. At least it's heavenly though, right? It's blessed. Manuel Flores on the auto. Cambosa. Nico Ali Walsh. Jose Carlos Ramirez, 76 out of 225. Iron Mike, 5 autos, 3 goals. That's crazy. Doing all right there, Jeremy. We got the knockdown, though. I like it. Alright. That is our festivities. Run this random for what will essentially be no smell blessed. Run this random for essentially be 1 card, really, but whatever. Appreciate that sports cards. We're gonna do it anyway for the people. For sure. See you next time. Frank, if we could pull that card, we'd go down in history, sir. I was going to say something super pause early, but I stopped myself. Shout out to me. Non-pausable. Alright. If no number, you got 42 fighters tonight. It's crazy. Crazy work. Alright, man. That's wild. Alright, we're going to run our random. Take our eBay folks on the Skycam. We're running this random for our stablemates cards, either the fighter on the left or the fighter on the right will receive the card. Oh, let's get the dice first. 9 times. Alright. 9 times on a random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Fighter on the right side of the card, unless we have duplicates, which we do for pretty much all of them except 1. Fighter on the right will receive the card. Alright. Good times. No cap recap. How those stats look like in the mail. You got 42 spots. Big packages. We getting crazy. Y'all getting a little out of hand here. Alright, anyway. Here are our hits for the break. Non-numbered autos. Manuel Flores, Giovanni Santalan, Sonny Edwards, Kieran Conway, Andy Cruz, Lee Wood, Justice Hooney, Caleb Smith, Angel Ferrero, and Floyd Schofield. It's 225. Jose Carlos Ramirez, Erica Cruz, Jorge Chavez, Mauricio Lara, Eduardo Nunez, Eric Butterbean, Ash, Sky Nicholson, David Benavidez, Sonny Edwards. There's Ugas, Ali Scotney, Estrada, and Robson Conciao. You got your Brian Norman Jr. Hey, man. Happy Ford to 150. Ryan Garcia, Daniel Garcia, Mike Tyson, David Benavidez, Sonny Edwards, Eduardo Nunez on the auto, Oscar Duarte, Raymond Mortali, Ron Polanco, Luis Alberto Lopez. There's the Brian Norman Jr. in question championship auto. It's actually a fire card. Floyd Schofield, William Zepeda, and Effie Ajagba. To 125, Jesse Van Rodriguez had a break. Oscar De La Hoya, Charles Conwell, Lennox Lewis, Israel Madrimov, Marlon Esparza, Brendan Figueroa, Sugarcane, and Charles Conwell. Our hits to 120, Raymond Ford on the Future Stars auto, Jesse Van Rodriguez on the Future Stars auto. Our hits to 99, George Camboso Jr. and Floyd Schofield. To 75, Luis Alberto Lopez, Robson Conciao, Floyd Schofield, and Alexis Rocha. I don't know if that's the comparison, Chester. Like, that might be a bit over. I have a feeling that it won't carry the same weight if that were to really happen that way. I'm going to go ahead and assume no. To 50, Jack Catterall. Because you can bounce back from this. I don't know if you bounce back from the other one. Ryan Garcia, Daniel Garcia on the auto. Earl Smith Jr., Ring Journals of Sugar Ray Leonard. Sneecia Estrada on the championship auto. Lay Wood on the auto. Hector Valdez auto. Virgil Ortiz, Josh Warrington, Yanquiel Rivera, Tiger Johnson on the auto, and Mia St. John. Our hits to 25. Craig Richards on the auto. Diego Pacheco, ring journals of Josh Taylor. I still need explanation for how you guessed this. Jesse Bam Rodriguez on the auto, Lee Wood on the auto, and Josh Warrington. We had one hit to 20, and that belonged to Shakram Giasov. And our lowest number hit of the break, fresh off weekend's display of hands. Uno de uno. Callum Walsh, 1 of 1 auto.
That's fire.
Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. All right. That is our break. Thank you guys for joining us once again. Appreciate you all. We will see you the next time around. Have a good evening.